Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I am here bringing you another video today. And this video, I'm actually going to do two videos. I don't know that I'll put them both out today, but I'm going to at least try and get this one done. And this is going to be on how I make my bridal masks. With the way that things are going these days, everybody that is getting married is having to, at least here in the state of California, is having to get married through the courts. They're not having big weddings and things like that. So I've been making bridal masks, and I actually make a set for bride and groom, and at the end of this video I'll show you the pictures of the groom's masks as well. But for purposes of this video, I'm just going to be doing a bridal mask, and just to show you a couple of the ones I've already done. This one is a little bit more of a ivory. It's got the white mask in the background, but it's got the ivory lace and things on it at the top. Super duper pretty. So this would be more for someone who's going for more of a vintage look or just an off-white. And then here's a white one that I did that has some pink accents in it. And this one turned out really pretty too. Most of the ones I'm making are going to be mostly white. This is a white one that I did. And this one has, this is using the type of mask that I'm going to be using today. And this one is a lacy mask. It's lacy all over the top and has the little lace pieces on the top and the bottom. And then I just added some lace embellishments to the top. I may be adding, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be adding more to this mask later on, but for this video I wanted to do a start to finish mask. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so these are some of the embellishments that I have sitting at my table here to draw from. I don't know that I'll be using much, if any, of these embellishments, but that kind of comes later on. I will definitely be using some of my little roses that I get from Kiki's sale. I got a lot of this stuff from there. One of the things that I will definitely be using is this beautiful lace applique, and this is a piece off of another one that I cut off and want to use on this mask as well. I have a couple of other little lace embellishments that I'm not sure about yet, but they're sitting here on standby. So I have a lot of these that I'm going to be making, both this style and the other style masks, and trust me, they're both equally beautiful. So these lacier ones are probably a little thinner than the other ones. Not probably, they're definitely a little bit thinner than the other ones, but they do have, you know, the two layers, the layer of lace and then the layer of the mask underneath. So but these are just so beautiful, and with today's situation with COVID-19, my son and daughter-in-law, what got me started on this was my son and daughter-in-law just got married this last week, and I made them masks. I'm going to put a picture of the two of them in their masks, and I also made myself a mother mask. So I'm going to put pictures up at the end of the video that you guys can see, but my son had called me and asked me if I would make him and his new wife some masks, so that's what I did. So let's go ahead and get started and see what we can come up with on this one. So I'm going to use these little pearl, this is from a pearl chain that I got from Debbie over at Kiki's sale. I'm going to use a couple of pieces of this on the top and bottom of the mask. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start here sort of in the corner and get it started first so that I kind of have a guide. And we're using a glue gun, guys. We're not sewing this in there. Just so that you know, this is a no-sew project that you can take on if you choose. If you're interested, though, I will have these sets for sale. I don't know if I'm going to put them in sets or if I'm just going to sell them separately so that people can choose whether they just want to buy a bridal mask or a groom's mask, or if they want to have a complete set. That way they can choose and they don't have to buy a whole set, because they're a little bit expensive. I did some research before I started making these, because it is a bit of work, and the supplies are a little more expensive than some of the other things that I do, so I wanted to make sure that I priced them appropriately. So they will be in my Etsy store if you're interested in buying one or a set of two. They will be there. And I just realized I need one more pearl at the end of this, so I'm just cutting one off here and I'm going to add it to this little corner here. So it's that simple to add one more pearl. And there we go. That's the top side or bottom side, whichever. And then we're going to start on this other row down here. I just want to make sure I put it in the right location, like I did this one. And we'll just start gluing these pearls down. This style, well, I don't know if the other one was quite as difficult. These, they want to fold up on you a little bit when you're making them, so it's, you have to kind of continuously watch what they're doing and press it down flat so that you can get everything on there properly. But these were really super fun to make, and let me tell you, they went over like crazy at the wedding. They got married at here in California. We have the Honda Center, and it's a sports arena, and so that's where they got married at. And it was super nice. I mean, it was a very sweet wedding, very quick compared to the usual wedding, and but it went very nice. They had asked me to be their witness, so which I think all of you know if you watched my last video was a huge honor for me. I was so excited that they asked me, because I honestly expected that they were going to ask my daughter, which is really my son's best friend. My two kids are best friends, which is awesome. It makes me very proud as a mom. So anyways, when they asked me to be their witness, I cried my eyes out, as any mother would, right? So anyway, we're just going to take some glue and we're going to start this one up in the upper corner. I want this bigger lacy piece to kind of go across the top of the mask. And you can see it just lays down there so nicely, and you don't need to put a ton of the hot glue. Don't go too crazy with the glue if you're making these, because you don't want that thickness. So I'm just kind of placing it so that it lays nicely across the front here. And then I'll take and add a little bit of a couple of spots of glue here and there, just to kind of get these little bits down. And so, oops, my glue went through a little bit to my paper towel there. Okay, so that's so far. If you were going to do nothing else to this mask, this is gorgeous, just the way it is. And I think most of you would probably agree. But I'm going to, down in the bottom corner, I'm going to add I'm going to try and straighten that out there. I'm going to add this smaller piece that I cut off from another piece of this applique, and I'm just going to kind of lay it across the bottom corner for some added interest. There we go. Okay, and then I want to add one of these. I have these little roses that are acrylic roses. Let me get a little closer. And they're really, really pretty. They're white with kind of a silver accent on the tips of the roses. And I'm just going to add one here above this little pearl dangle here. And I think I'm going to add one here in this bottom corner. I have two different sizes of the roses, but I think I'm going to use the same size in each location. So I'm just going to put, again, I need more hot glue. I'm going to add a dot of hot glue, and I'm going to put it right here on top of this other lace piece. And let me show you guys. And this particular mask, you can see it has the things where you can adjust the tightness of the mask, which is awesome. These little beads that are on here are actually a rubber type bead that slides really nicely on the mask and allows you to adjust it to your face. And that's one of the reasons I like this style. It's just a flat piece, but it's nice because you can adjust it. Now, the other thing I was thinking of doing with this one, and I'm not sure if I'm going to like it or not, is I was thinking about adding some bits in this center area. And I was honestly thinking about adding some of these flat back pearls and some of these flat back rhinestones that my friend Kim sent me. So I'm going to just kind of drop a few of these down on my work surface here. These come in all different sizes. I buy them from Amazon, these pearls, and they come in this little container that has all different sizes in it, and they're really nice for embellishing things. And then I have these gorgeous rhinestones that I just got from my friend Kim that are, the sparkle in them is amazing. And so I'm thinking I may want to use some of those as well. I had thought about placing this in the center, but I think this is just lacy enough that I want to leave that the way it is. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take, and in this lace are like some little roses. And I'm going to take some different sized pearls and just sort of place them around first to see if this is actually something I want to do, or if I feel like it's too much, I may choose not to do this. So I'm just going to kind of go around and find these little roses and these little tiny flowers that are on here and put different sized pearls around on this. And just maybe a couple like in these little swirl bits as well. Oh, darn it. My finger got stuck on it. Okay. There. There. And actually those look really pretty. So I think I am going to go ahead and go around and add some of these little pearls here and there on top of this lace. And again, I'm just going to use my hot glue and my rhinestone picker here. This is my own handmade rhinestone picker that I am using just a tiny dot of glue, and do these one at a time, you guys, because you are working with hot glue, and hot glue is going to cure pretty quickly in most cases, so you want to make sure that you don't let it cure before you put these down. And actually these bigger ones I can kind of pick up myself and just set them on top because I can get a handle on them. Oops. I dropped that one somewhere and I don't know where it went. Okay, we'll just get a different one. And I'm just putting the tiniest dot of hot glue in the spot where I'm laying these pearls down. Some of these littler pearls, though, I think I'm going to use my picker because it'll be easier to lay them down in the right spot. I can kind of control it a little bit more. Uh-oh, where did I put it? I missed my hot glue. Oh boy, that's what I get for having bad eyes. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to heat that little spot up a little bit and soften that glue again. And with my finger, I'm laying that pearl down because it was already in my hand. And I think I want to get a few more of the little bit bigger pearls to use, because some of these ones that are left on my paper towel here are very, very tiny. And while I may spread some of those around, for some of these spots I want the bigger pearls. So I want to make sure I'm getting, I have enough to choose from that I can use on this. And we're going to put one up here. A little bit bigger one. Oops. Carol, Carol, Carol. I did that one upside down. Okay, I got it. Okay. And then I'm going to just take, and in a few spots I'm going to put some of these little tiny ones. And I'm going to try and remember exactly where I put my glue. So one at a time. I'm just going to go in and find spots that I want to add a few more to. Definitely want one there. And I've got a couple of strings here, but those we can get off very easily. I want one up here. And we'll use a little bit smaller one there. And I think I'm going to put one down here, sort of on top of my other lace piece. And one over here. This is so fun, you guys. This is so relaxing and enjoyable to do. Okay, and I'm not going to go too far with this. I don't want, you know, this is a wedding, and I know a lot of brides like to stay a little bit more on the minimal side. So I've got some of the pearls on there, if you can see them. And I just kind of sat them around in different spots. And now I want to see, do I want to put some of these rhinestone bits in a couple of areas as well. So I'm just going to lay a couple of these on here and see what I think. And they are very pretty in there, so I think I probably will use a few of these as well. They're so hard to see sometimes. My eyesight isn't the greatest, and I am wearing glasses, yes, but these tiny rhinestones have to go on a certain way because they're actually not flat backs. They are flat on top, and they have the cone on the bottom side, so I'm trying to lay them so that they are flat on the top and not get them upside down. So I'm just holding the rhinestone, placing the glue, and then just popping that rhinestone in there. And it seems to be working well, so. And we're just going to put a few of these around. We're not going to go overboard with the rhinestones because I don't want it to look gaudy. And then we'll put a couple down in this corner as well. So I'll just find a couple of spots and lay those in there. And this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you guys like this project. I know it's not going to be for everybody because not everybody is looking for wedding type supplies, but you can see there's a little added sparkle with those rhinestones that I placed in there, if you can see them. Let's see, they're clear rhinestones, so they're not going to make a big statement, but they are going to add some sparkle and shine to the piece, and I think they look absolutely gorgeous. So that's it, you guys. That's it for this piece. It's all done. I'm not going to embellish it any further. The next video I'm going to do is on the boy's mask, and make sure you watch that because it's going to be really, really cool. So thanks so much everybody for watching. I'm working on my giveaway video. Actually, I did my giveaway video, so make sure you go back and check that video out. It's my 4,000 subscriber video. Make sure you like and share and make a comment and subscribe to my channel. And the comments are really, really important, you guys, because that's how the winner is going to be picked for the giveaway. So make sure you make those comments in the comments section on my 4,000 subscriber giveaway video, and the video is on the piece that I'm going to be giving away. So good luck everybody, and be blessed, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.